Hello, our friends, Evolutionary Energy Arts family. Hey, do you remember this? This is a blast from the past. Al Gore. Al Gore, this is in 2005, and he's talking about Mount Kilimanjaro. Oh, and what did he say?
Last sliver of one of the once mighty glaciers. Within the decade, there will be no more snows of Kilimanjaro.
A definitive statement he made. He said within the decade, so by 2010, there will be no more snows on Kilimanjaro. What do we got? Well, the next forecast, next 3 days, light snow covering, mostly falling on Sunday afternoon, becoming milder with a little rain. So when you look at this, you could see there's snow on Kilimanjaro. There is snow on Kilimanjaro. So Al Gore, you just blatantly lied. You completely lied. But he made money. As you see, major climate crisis study retracted over inaccuracies as the doom narrative collapses. Widely hyped climate doom study published in Nature April 2024, then amplified by left-wing corporate media outlets like CNN, Bloomberg, etc., desperate to push the green narrative and weirdly obsessed with driving Americans into a state of severe climate shock, has now been embarrassingly retracted because it was not accurate. Yes, in fact, it was not even close. If the Uzbekistani data was excluded, the paper's eye-popping forecast of 62% in global economic output collapse by 2100 under unabated emissions would only fall 23%. Again, this whole narrative which they push so hard, we understand what it's for. It's about taxing you on the very carbon that you give off. You are a carbon-based life form, at least you have been. Again, that's part of the big changing narrative, as you see. When you look to the studies, who's putting them out? The studies are being put out, again, by organizations that are being funded, again, by the beings that literally profit off the climate crisis. This is just, this is just what it is. It's sales. They are selling, and they are, in more ways than one, snowing the public. Yeah, absolutely. Meanwhile, this is what we should be looking at. Aluminum nanoparticle fallout from climate engineering operations are alarming. They're beyond alarming. Lab test results of snow from the side of Northern California's Mount Shasta are truly shocking. Again, aluminum, barium, strontium. Now, they at some point in time, they're not worried if you figure out that what they're trying to do. In fact, I do think they want you to figure out or, come to the conclusion that they have gone ahead and they've been utilizing geoengineering to, basically stave off the global warming. But the reality is that the dark side of all this aluminum, barium, and strontium, as a neighbor came over and said, you might not want to drink the water in the neighborhood here because everybody's developing Parkinson's and Alzheimer's. Well, we do filter. I advise everybody to filter your water, get as good filters as you possibly can. Because, again, whatever is put off by these airplanes and other devices, it does accumulate. It goes into the water supply, goes into the food supply, the very plants that you plant, soak it up. So, again, what does it do? It disrupts the synapses in your brain, and it makes it so that you don't think as clearly. Foggy minds might not see what's going on. But we see, and we get the bigger picture. It's just, it's awakening the other ones to the bigger picture that's out there. This has all been just a sales operation. It's been one big snow job, a con job on humanity. But wake up your neighbors and share the love, guys. Source bless. Namaste.